All right, what's going on, everybody? So, shout out to Germany. My boy from Germany hit me up, and he has a question. He has a couple of questions, really. One of them is about Scorpio woman. I'm going to do that video after I do this one. But this video is about he's asking how to get laid by more women who, or not who, but without going into the whole promising them a long-term relationship, right? He said he's seen some of the gurus, the relationship gurus online, and they're good. But he would still want to ask my advice to see what I would have to say about it. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. Granted. Now, me personally, right? I'd say that you want to do porn, right? Say you want to do porno with them, flat out. And I know this may sound a little unorthodox, whatever the case may be, but trust me when I tell you, man. Say that you want to do a porno with them, and this is what it's going to do. Number one, it's going to save you a whole lot of time instead of just going through the motions with them and, trying to be nice. You know what I'm saying? You can be kind, but trying to be nice and like feel it out with them and just say, let's get together and see how this thing goes. Let's just go with the flow and see how. Nah, don't do that, man. It's 2019. Not saying that she was, but this is not the time with the rapid movement of, J-Lo lookalikes being around the corner and all you got to do is swipe left and right and stuff. They're all over Instagram now. Remember back in the days, like when we had to like wait for magazines to come out with the hottest women, or we had to wait for award shows to come on, or our favorite TV shows. We only had 13 channels. We had to wait until the show came on to see our favorite women or get the magazine so we can rip the poster out, hanging on the wall. It's not like that now, baby. They're everywhere. They are everywhere. And just ask them to shoot a porno because you're going to cut a whole lot of time, trouble, headache, and money out of the equation. Sure, the potential to be shut down and rejected is probably more. No, I can't even say that it's more. You're going to have a better chance gambling that way to get some buns from a chick than you would trying to feel it out, because the time that you're going to spend, right? The alleged quality time that you'd be spending or putting in with these women and really trying to get some panty draws. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, if you compromise your integrity or what your standards is or what it is that you're out to do for the sake of being nice to these women, you're setting yourself up, right? And you could spend a substantial amount of time trying to accomplish this panty draw mission and you can fail at it. Or it could just be so much time taken away from it. You don't know the outcome of this thing. You know what I'm saying? You're always going to be speculating each day and each dollar that you spend on this stuff. I think economy-wise, of course, right? Like, this is a great time to be alive, despite all of the hoopla and everything you may be hearing about and seeing. This is a great time to be alive because of all of the opportunity and stuff like that. So what women are finding out, right? And this is what I said. Like, I've just seen a whole lot of profiles online right now. About maybe 15 to 20 profiles I just seen not too long ago, right? And these women got the same words jumbled up, maybe in a different kind of way, but they all say the same thing. They're saying, I'm looking for a serious man who's willing to get into a serious relationship, right? And come to find out, like, I'm talking to some of these women, right? Like this one last night, I was speaking to two women. I'm dealing with two women online last night. One of them was like, my boyfriend did me dirty. He kept cheating on me. He hurt me. We broke up. So now I'm back online to find someone. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn. I'm like, did you heal? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, do you know what you want from a man? She's like, yeah, I want a good man. I'm like, I started laughing. I'm like, yo, I got to laugh because that's a vague statement. So she's like, yo, I want him to be trustworthy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because trustworthy to who? To what? Like how? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still just all vague. And come to find out, in my experiences, what these women really want is something to do. You got to give them something to do. You know what I'm saying? So, I gave her something to do, like, in the same night. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was like, when you're direct and you tell a woman what you want straight up and down, she's either going to accept it or reject it. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine. You say, look, oh, yeah, how you doing? You want to do a porno? Think about it. You're going for the panty draws anyway, right? This is what you want, right? Now, eventually you're going to want the panty draws anyway. That's like a mission of ours, right? And these days it's the mission of the women as well. Not saying that it wasn't always was, but you know how they were looked at. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So you just go in straightforward and you tell them exactly what you want. Some women love that, man. Some women love it. And trust me, you potentially set yourself up to be rejected, right? But there's some women, I'm telling you, that's going to be like, just like today, earlier today, this bad chick hit me up. Look, I'm going to be over here on this site. Come check me out. Da, da, da. I said, no. 2 letters, no, N-O. You know what I'm saying? Like, get out of here. No, it's not happening. So she hit me back with the frowning face and everything. And I'm like, listen, matter of fact, I didn't even say nothing. Matter of fact, I said, show yourself here. Send me your nudes. Stop playing with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to chase you down anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, what makes you so valuable? So in one instance, you would think that this woman won't reply back to me, but she replied back. She actually wants to know why she's being rejected. You understand what I'm saying? So women are going through this thing right now. And trust me, I know women that go on hiatus and stuff like that, don't have sex for a few years at a time. And, but still in the back of their mind is lingering. Why are they not active? Why are they not in the cahoots? Why are they not in a sack with someone? Are they not attractive? What are they doing wrong? You know what I'm saying? Do they need to work on this? Do they need to work on that area? So when women get rejected, and I'm telling you that these fine women get rejected, they want to know what that's about. Not all of them. Like, I had another woman, she was like, you bastard. Excuse my language. She was like, you bastard. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, send nudes. She was like, oh, I don't play. I got time for playing games. I said, send nudes. You know what I'm saying? Because look, if you don't got time to play, send your nudes. You know what I'm saying? Some chicks be playing with that whole phrase catch. I'm telling you, what they need is something to do. And for those women who are out there who are really looking for what it is that they say that they're looking for, because in my travels, it's just like, they may say that, but they don't even really know what they want until I get to talking to them. And I'm like, yo, you need to do this. So you got a nice look to you. You got a full lips and stuff. Like, do you model? Are you in the makeup game? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, why are you not doing this? And X, Y, Z. And it's just like, oh, now they're full of ideas because I gave them to them. You know what I'm saying? They will need something to do. I might be digressing a bit, but shoot porn out there, because I'm telling you, what's going to happen? You get into porn, right? First of all, it's fun. It can be fun, right? Second of all, it's business. So the economy-wise, right? Are you willing to put yourself out there and risk date after date, dollar after dollar? I mean, what are they doing now? Like going to great adventures with the chicks and, throwing rocks at cups to get these monstrous baby teddy bears and stuff to give it to these chicks. And why $64 tickets? I don't even know how much they cost anymore, but why? For why? You know what I mean? When you're really just trying to get panty drawers anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you bang her and get it out of the way, and it's a business mindset, look, you could spend the money, it'll be an investment. You know what I'm saying? You spend the money, on going in the woods or wherever the scene's going to be, in a hotel, in a mansion. You might Airbnb something, you know what I'm saying? It could be fun. It could be exciting. And then like porn stars, right? Some porn stars, they have sex with each other. The film does well. They go do a part 2. Debbie Does Dallas, part 35. You've seen it. Right? So it's not like these things can't happen. It's not like people in the porno industry don't get together like that either. Like, they do. You know what I'm saying? And you can have a building, growing relationship that'll last a long time without even using the phrase, hey, how about we hook up and get together and see if we can go for a long-term relationship, because I want a long-term relationship. You don't know how the sex is yet. You know what I'm saying? You can set yourself up like that. So I would definitely say go for porn. You will get rejected a lot more than women will accept it. But think about the time that you will be spending and the money that you would be spending with one woman at a time, trying to build up the rapport to that point where you finally get the panty drawers. And then listen, right? You don't even know how it's going to be. She don't even know the size of your penis yet. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't like, be direct, send nudes, dick pic, bong. Oh, you hate me? All right, goodbye, deuces. You know what I'm saying? There's J-Lo's right around the corner. I'm telling you, they everywhere right now. It's the era of Instagram, baby. Like, they are everywhere. Swipe left. You know what I'm saying? And then think about it in the porn industry, right? Like, if you go look for porn right now, like after this video, just go look for porn just to check out what I'm talking about. Even if you go in an incognito browser, go incognito, right? Look on porn right now. Ask yourself, where are all these women coming from? Like, there's tons of them. So think about this, right? They're doing it already anyway. What are you waiting for? You know what I'm saying? And then when you're doing porn, right, you don't got to worry about it. If you come quick or whatever the case may be, you could be like, oh, it was good. I got into the scene. You know what I'm saying? And you always got the camera that you can say cut, and then you can do edits and stuff like that. Look at how much pressure is off, right? Instead of having some accident sex or some drunk sex, some high sex, some baby making sex that you didn't have any intention of doing, and now you're a father. It's a boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so think about all of this. When you're doing porn, it's safer. I'm pretty sure you're going to get tested or whatever the case may be. Or if you're doing like home webcam stuff, like the homemade, not underground, but what is that called? Amateur porn. Great stuff. Like the real big wigs are really looking for amateur porn. And let me not give away my trade secrets right now, but this is what I'm talking about. Like, you can look in the porn industry and see it's happening. And another thing that is peaking right now is even when you act as a couple online when you're doing porn. You know what I'm saying? As a couple, people take liking to that, like your voyeurism and stuff like that. Like, they'll watch couples, they'll be interested in that type of stuff. There's a market for that. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, when some of these women may have that type of mindset that they want to be long term, if you introduce that type of idea to them, like, we can do webcam porn. You know what I'm saying? We can be a couple. Use the word act. You might want to put act in there, especially in the beginning. We can act as a couple. You know what I'm saying? And if that transpires into something, so be it. Don't fight it. You know what I'm saying? But look how the business is involved. Look how the health consciousness is involved. Look how the economics is involved, to the point where you want to be conscious and aware, about potentially making babies and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And now think about the other side of, trying to get a $10,000 ring, maybe more, right? Whatever percent of your income. What are the traditionalists are doing right now? The wedding, how much that's going to cost, like, because eventually this is what this chick might want, right? You to pay half the bills. And not saying that there's not no breadwinner chicks out there. They are, you know what I'm saying? But you got to come across a sugar mama, or, a real nice cougar out there. More power to you. You know what I'm saying? But still, you want to get the sex out there anyway as fast as possible. She don't know the size of your penis. She don't know if you can eat well. You know what I'm saying? She might want a butt licked. Like, you should know all of these things before you get to that point where, it happens, and then, it could be that sexual point that you finally get the panty drawers, and she's just like, oh no, this was awful. Like, this shouldn't have even happened. Like, it just might. Or it might be so much pressure. It might be so much buildup that it's just like, you understand what I'm talking about? And what happens when that happens? Then you wasted how much time? And I'm not saying wasted time. Like, you probably could have some great times together with a woman. You know what I'm saying? But just think about it the other way around, though, right? You might get rejected by 1, 2, 3. Use the 1 out of 10 rule. You know what I'm saying? Every 1 out of 10 chicks that you advance on, hey, get that 1 out of 10 and you're scoring. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to worry about not being you. Like, some women love when men are direct. I'm telling you. And in this climate right now, when you reject a woman in this climate right now, because a lot of them are on this whole, building their identities up, because they know that they can monetize it now, their identities. You understand what I'm talking about? So women who are used to being in their neighborhood, like, think about it, when they didn't have access to all of these devices to network on a wide stream, they were very comfortable in their neighborhoods being like the hot chick in the neighborhood, the hot chick on the block, like the hot chick in the building, you know what I'm saying? The hot girl next door. It's inevitable that they get laid. It's inevitable that they score, or at least get the type of attention that the average woman doesn't get. But now with this whole internet social network stuff going on, this frenzy, it's much more competitive. It's much more questioning themselves, to the point where if they get rejected, they want to know what that's about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I shut this woman down. It's not to be like a male chauvinist or anything like that. I'm just being straight up with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm being direct. I'm not playing with these women. I don't want to give them the impression that I am. You know what I'm saying? So you'd be surprised how many women respond. Like, what do you mean no? Or what's wrong? Or, and we'll just keep coming back to, like, and see, now they get to know, like, okay, well, he must know something that I don't know, because, they start comparing you to other men who who, you know, bring the roses, bring the flowers, do the chivalry, do the romance and stuff like that. And whatever floats your boat, you know what I'm saying? You like it, I love it. But you asking my advice, I'm telling you, go for porn, because your objective is to get laid without mentioning this whole long-term relationship thing. And let's say if you hit it off and it works, then boom, even more the better, right? Y'all did it early, it popped off, and then you can start building from there. You know what I'm saying? But definitely with porn, it's just like, oh, okay, well, yeah, let's make a sex tape. I mean, have some fun. Like, what do we, like, come on. Not saying that you are not even past this, you know what I'm saying? Because you're banging chicks anyway, but that's my advice on this. You know what I'm saying? And people, get in the comment section about this. Do you feel like you want to, you know, go to great adventure this summer with your chick and all that, trying to get some panty drawers afterwards? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, let me know. But apart from that, you want my astrological perspective, and that's also why you asked me. Despite, you know, the relationship gurus out there, they're not using astrology to answer the question. So I'm gonna give you my professional opinion about how to do this, right? There's something called an orrery reading. An orrery reading is you basically ask a question to the universe to get a yes or no answer immediately, instantaneously, right? So it's just like saying, should I bang this woman? Can I bang this woman? Even, you know, when can I bang this woman? I'm going to get to that in a second, but you ask these types of questions, and there's a high probability that the answer can be no. So you got to prepare yourself for that just off the bat, right? But the reason being is because you're asking it in the very exact moment. You know what I'm saying? So the way that the planets are aligned, it may not be aligned for you. Now, if this should be the case, right? You can go further into and get an electional reading. I've done both of these types of readings. But you can get an electional reading, and that basically forecasts when's the best time to have sex. So it's like, you ever had sex with a woman and it's just like, it wasn't the best, you know what I'm saying? Or it kind of like fell in your lap. It might have been an accident and stuff like that. And it just was like, you know, somebody might have threw up or whatever. And if you would have done like an electional chart reading, you might have seen that it probably wasn't the best time for you guys to shag. You know what I'm saying? So you do an electional chart reading, you can forecast where the planets will be in the alignment and figure out when's the best time. It's like a window period for the individual to have sex. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll figure out with your prospects and stuff like that. Like if you have a specific prospects, then you can go further and do an aura reading to see if that's the individual for it. But you can definitely do an electional reading to see where the window is for you to best have sex, that time period for you to best have sex. And I've seen window periods be as short as 2 weeks, and even span out to like a month and a week. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the furthest I've seen it stretch out so far. So you can do these things to participate with the universe and actually find some harmony with scoring with some women. You know what I mean? And you'd be surprised to see, you know, when you put your efforts into it, to see how the universe responds to you in that type of way. So that's my advice for you. I'm going to get to the Scorpio woman video probably today. Don't quote me on it, but probably today. And like I said, viewers and subscribers, what do you think about what I say? You know, even if you're cursing me out, I don't care. Just, you know, let me know what you think. Like in today's day and age, 2019, and it doesn't mean that you'll change from being a traditionalist or you'll change from being conservative or whatever the case may be. But how do you feel in this climate about expecting long-term relationships going in the door? Like, how do you approach that? If I'm wrong, like, tell me how I'm wrong. And if I'm right, tell me how I'm right. Or tell me how you can see that being something that is stylish or something that you would consider as well. All right, y'all, I'm out.